guys know, I'm an open book. Of course, I'll share my stats from community college that got me into UC Berkeley's Haas School of Business with a 5% acceptance rate. The thing about applying to Berkeley and applying to UCs in general is that they will look at your application holistically, so I kept that in mind when I was building up my experience in community college. My priority was being a well-rounded candidate, and here's how I did that. For the basics, I had a 3.73 GPA when I was applying. To even be considered to go to Haas, you need to have all of your major requirements completed by the time that you transfer, and by the time that I was applying, I had maybe 1 or 2 left. For test scores, I technically did take the SAT, but I didn't include any test scores on my application. Transfer students usually don't have to anyways. I also took a couple of honors courses, and I want to note that I took all of my classes for a letter grade, so none were pass, no pass, and I had 0 withdrawals on my transcript. Here's a list of all the clubs that I did and the positions that I held within them. Obviously, Entrepreneurship Club, that was related to my major because I was business. But then I also have the Society of Global Citizens. I got to volunteer in Puerto Rico and Cambodia on full scholarship, so that was really cool. I was also part of the Alpha Gamma Sigma Honor Society. This is invite only based on a minimum GPA threshold. And then volunteering is another really important category that you want to have on your application. I volunteered at a couple different events on campus, as you can see above. As for my work experience, I did have some of that as well. I was a digital marketing intern at an edtech startup. I did babysitting, tutoring, and then I worked at Jamba Juice and a local restaurant. And then when I was doing my Haas interview, pretty much the only thing my interviewer even cared about was the fact that I did the UC Berkeley Starting Point Mentorship Program. This is a program designed specifically for transfer students, and it connects you with someone already at UC Berkeley who is also a transfer. That shows true dedication to the campus, and so that looked really good on my application. These are the stats that personally work for me, but there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to getting into Haas, or any university for that matter. But if you try to build experience in all of those different categories, you will be considered a more well-rounded candidate. Hope that helps. Follow for more.